The man who was at that time in complete control of the city government, his name was Bull Connor, would often get on the radio and make statements like, niggers have moved into a white neighborhood, we better expect some bloodshed tonight. And sure enough, there would be bloodshed. That the real content of any kind of revolutionary thrust lies in the principles and the goals that you're striving for, not in the way you reach them. If you're going to talk about a revolutionary situation, you have to have people who are physically able to wage revolution, who are physically able to organize and physically able to do all that is done.
Yeah, but the question is more, how do you get there? Do you get there by confrontation, violence?
Oh, is that the question you were asking?
Yeah.
You asked me, you know, whether I approve of violence. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense at all. Whether I approve of guns. I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama. Some very, very good friends of mine were killed by bombs that were planted by racists. From the time I was very small, I remember the sounds of bombs exploding across the street, our house shaking. I remember my father having to have guns at his disposal at all times because of the fact that at any moment we might expect to be attacked. We went down, and what did they find? They found limbs and heads strewn all over the place. And then after that, in my neighborhood, all of the men organized themselves into an armed patrol. They had to take their guns and patrol our community every night because they did not want that to happen again. I mean, that's why when someone asks me about violence, I just find it incredible. What it means is that the person who's asking that question has absolutely no idea what black people have gone through, what black people have experienced in this country since the time the first black person was kidnapped from the shores of Africa.
Ask me something real. Give me something of substance to work with. You really want to know where my thoughts are at? When we don't have an outlet, where we supposed to turn? You give me no choice but to go inside. Keep it all bottled in. When you screaming at deaf ears, your voice starts to hurt. We need a platform to show you where our thoughts at. We need a platform, we need a platform. We need a platform to show you where our thoughts at. They think it's rap, but we'll show you where our hearts at. We need a platform to show you where our thoughts at. We need a platform, we need a platform. To show you where our thoughts at. They think it's rap, but we'll show you where our hearts at. You can't tell me that they love me. They look at me in disgust, just tell me that I'm ugly. I'm trying to get it while you try to take it from me. I learned a little slower, why can't you just pace it for me? They killing all our kids and they taking all our money. Got me laughing, but I don't think it's funny. I'm just trying to cope, living in this world with no hope. Got me dying slow, they handed me a rope. I ain't praying to the Pope, I'm praying to the beat. The Pope live in the castle, my guy live on the street. So tell me how the fuck they gon' understand me when they won't even talk to me, they won't even speak. Making all these judgments off of things that they see when they wouldn't even walk through the places that I be. Scared of the G's, scared of the thugs, but them my homies, they showed me love. We need a platform to show you where our thoughts at. We need a platform, we need a platform. We need a platform to show you where our thoughts at. They think it's rap, but we'll show you where our hearts at. We need a platform to show you where our thoughts at. We need a platform, we need a platform. We need a platform to show you where our thoughts at. They think it's rap, but we'll show you where our hearts at. I don't wanna go where they don't want me. I'm only here cause I'm fucking hungry. I see you praising all that fucking money. To me you looking like a slave to all that fucking money. I hate money, I be like fuck your money. If it ain't real, nigga, go ahead and take it from me. It make no sense for you to be hating on me. I'm your child, you should be waiting on me. I wanna move in the direction of a lesson or something. They got me stressing like I ain't get enough blessings or something. Like I ain't nothing, I've been cursed with this curse. Let me try cussing, fuck. But that's just stress I gotta deal with. I love y'all too much to hit the kill switch. I don't wanna get too tough. I light up the magic school bus and take a field trip. We need a platform to show you where our thoughts at. We need a platform, we need a platform. We need a platform to show you where our thoughts at. They think it's rap, but we'll show you where our hearts at. We need a platform to show you where our thoughts at.
dark inside and you come to this world, it'll turn you dark. You know what I'm saying? And so, if you really have sunshine in you, it's not good to play in the dark. It's just going to extinguish your fire.
Punctuated by minor outbreaks of violence after 5 days of bloody fighting.
When we first organized the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, he would say, Bobby, he says, we're going to draw up a basic platform, just basic, that black people can read. He says, we don't want to go real elaborate with all these essays and dissertations and all this stuff, because the brother going to look at that and he can say, man, I ain't got time for that. I got to go see what I can do for myself. He said, just a basic platform that the mothers who struggle hard to raise us, that the fathers who worked hard, that the young brothers in school who come out of school semi-illiterate. You say we want freedom, we want power to determine the destiny of our black community. Full employment for our people. Number 3, we want housing fit, decent housing fit for shelter of human beings. Number 4, we want all black men to be exempt from military service. Number 5, we want decent education for our black people in our community that teaches us the true nature of this decadent racist society, and to teach black people and our young black brothers and sisters their place in the society, because if they don't know their place in society and in the world, they can't relate to anything else. Number 6, we want an end to the robbery by the white racist businessmen of black people and black people in their communities. Number 7, we want an immediate end to police brutality and murder of black people. Number 8, we want all black men held in county, state, federal jails and prisons to be released because they have not had a fair trial, because they've been tried by all white juries, and that's just like being tried in Germany being a Jew. Number 8, we want black people, number 9, when brought to trial, to be tried by members of their peers. And a peer being one who comes from the same economic, social, religious, historical, and racial background. If the United States government and the courts and the local courts did this, they would have to choose black people from the black community to sit up on the jury. They'd have to choose some of them mothers who've been working 20 years in Miss Ann's kitchen scrubbing floors like my mother done done. They have to choose some of them hard-working fathers. They have to choose some of those brothers who stand on the block out there wondering where they're going to get a gig. They're going to have to choose these black people. And number 10, he would say, let's just summarize it. We want housing, we want clothing, we want education, we want justice, and we want peace. This is a basic platform. In case you never knew it or not, of all the things that you've heard in the press, of all the derogatory statements that's been made in the press about Brother Huey P. Newton and I, of all these derogatory statements to guide you away from seeing this basic platform that Huey was talking about for his own people. We have to learn to look through the white press. We have to learn to see what's going on. Now, out of this platform, Huey P. Newton realized that it was necessary for us to start working on these points, these 10 points, practically. Remember number 7? We want an immediate end to police brutality and murder of black people. This is very, very important. And here, whether you know it or not, is where you start dealing with the black revolution. When Huey says every black man put a shotgun in your home, and once we let the man know, say, look, we armed from block to block, and we're going to patrol you from our windows. And we're not going to have you brutalizing none of our people in the streets. Do you realize what kind of power black people have then? Because you begin to neutralize that police force, because them cops going to start riding shaky and scared. In fact, we're in a position then to demand that they withdraw from our community because they occupy our community just like a foreign troop occupies territory. Very important to understand. We hate cops beating black people over their heads and murdering them. That's what we hate. If you got enough energy to sit down and hate a white person just because of the color of his skin, you're wasting a lot of energy. You better take that same energy and put it in some motion out there and start dealing with those oppressive conditions, and you're going to find out just what you hate and what you're going to stop. Black people, we are organizing to stop racism. You dig it? When you stop racism, you stop brutality and murder of black people by the racist occupying army in our black community. That's what we're going to stop. What's being done to us? You dig it? Can you dig the white power structure in this racist police force and how they've escalated the situation? That before Watts there was 1,300 cops. Now there's 6,000 cops patrolling black people. That in Oakland they had 350 cops. Just 3.5 years ago, now they got 1,000 cops patrolling black people. San Francisco's doubled its police force, and every area, major metropolis where black people live all across this country, they've doubled, tripled, and quadrupled their police force, equipped them with tanks, all kinds. We got to stop it, brother. Let's get together and unify.